Use the massager on my neck later.
Oh yeah. Click off of this. Get this up there.
So again.
Send out the advertisements and.
Oh, hey. Well, that's because they're joining. So, hello, hi.
Hello, welcome in.
Welcome
Just
in.
sending out the advertisements for this, and then we'll be good to go. Welcome in, everyone. What's up, Bruce? What's up, Mello?
We're also higher up.
I'm actually responding. Oh yeah, because the. Oh, that's
weird. Tilt it back a little bit. There you go.
Does
these hours work for me? Let me read them.
Yeah, actually responding to your message right now, Mello.
Yeah, 100%.
Those work.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll respond just so there's
Yeah.
just in case you don't remember.
We were literally just talking about this because I have tomorrow off, thank God, and tomorrow's your Saturday, so we'll make this work.
Should be the same time zones.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that'll work. So do you want to shoot for?
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You want to shoot for 6?
Yeah.
Yep.
Time to connect to the big screen. Yep. Welcome in. Welcome in. Stop watching a K-drama to come here. Let's go. Okay. It's gonna be a good video. Yeah. Working and watching all perks of night shift. Hey, let's go. Always wondered where you guys were located. Oregon. So, Pacific Standard Time. Okay. Let me get these
Sorry.
advertisements out really quick.
Hey, everybody.
Live stream. Ziah was really into it. Well, that just shows how important we are.
Into what?
Her K-drama.
Oh, gotcha. Bum, 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 bum. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. I'm so stiff, dude. It's like... I actually saw, I'm going to tell you this. I saw my physical therapist at the store today.
You did?
Yeah, it was weird. We were both looking at the tortilla selection, and I looked over because I was like, are they gonna go before me? It's a weird story, guys, I know, but I looked over. I was like, are you gonna go before me? And she looked over. She's like, no, I was waiting on you. And she goes, and I was like the Spider-Man meme, and I was like, oh, I know this little curly-headed midget.
Oh no. So curly-headed midget.
So, yeah, it turned out to be my physical therapist.
Okay, so copy link.
Ooh, hi everybody.
Sorry,
I'll talk.
Welcome. Yeah, talk to chat really quick.
I was watching the K-drama Snowdrop. Is it good? Snowdrop? Let me add it to the list. This is an important information. Is it cold in Oregon? Fairly. It's in the 40s right now, so it's not super cold, but it's super rainy and wet right now.
Yep.
Snow.
Not fun.
Drop. We had snow. Excuse me. You mind if I have the little thingy? Thank you. We had snow, but it evaporated really quickly because as soon as Oregon gets cold, it gets super hot right afterwards. Here in Alabama, woo! Hell yeah, brother! I actually saw a horrible video about Alabama earlier. You guys also get tornadoes and everything horrible.
Yep.
You should watch True Beauty. Let me throw that on there. Any other good suggestions? Cold and windy here in Texas. Yeah, Texas. What part? His brother is in Dallas. My sister's in Dallas area as well. Fort Worth.
Yep. That's there. Need to do this.
4 inches of snow. I'm so jealous. Me and my wife we're actually going on vacation in February. February 5th, we'll be leaving. We're going up to Juneau, Alaska, where they have currently 8 feet of snow. Or I think like their mountains are getting 8 feet of snow. I don't think the like town area. I think they have like 2 or 3 feet of snow there. My brother was FaceTiming me earlier. He lives up there. They're really cool. Yes, Snowdrop is on Disney Plus, but you need VPN to watch it. It's a rom-com. Okay. Absolutely. We actually are sponsored by NordVPN or ExpressVPN. Whichever one we have a sponsorship with.
No, can't say that.
Can't say that. We're not even.
Not technically sponsored.
Sorry.
It was a
we
partnership.
Partnered with Express, right? Or did we end up with going with Nord? We were looking
We never
at
signed the finalizations because the contracts weren't the best.
We are not sponsored or partnered with any of them. Oh, is this an updated one?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Cool. I was going to make sure we got the right one. Because I know a lot of people.
That should be good. All right. I'm back. Sorry, I had to send all the advertisements because I don't want people to miss this. And
a lot of people don't get our notifications.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't always send out notifications.
Even my boss's daughter, who like wanted to come and watch our live streams. Honey, you're fine. See you later. It's my talking to my wife voice. Like, this is my normal voice, and it's like, honey, please don't hurt me. Just kidding. He's not here, guys. Don't worry. Why the yesterday live isn't available? It's partially blocked in several countries, so it might be blocked. Where are you coming from right now?
Yeah, so that's the thing, and that's why we never really do TikTok videos, because we have done TikTok videos in the past. Because there's so many different copyrighted music in TikToks, because 99% of TikTok is just taking like a copyrighted song and then placing
spamming it,
whatever image over it. When you put that on YouTube,
hey Lexi,
we get hit with like 20 copyright claims on the live stream, and then it blocks it in some countries. Also, why is that right here? Thank you, Dane. So it's colder than heck here in Michigan. Oh, I'm sure.
I kind of like it.
No, I like it right here. It was just weird.
It
was kind of off, but
he said cut his face off. I actually went to boot camp in Illinois, which is connected to Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is around there, right? And I was there through September through January. It was very, very cold.
My girlfriend made me this coffee, and I think she forgot to put sugar.
Are you giving it to me?
I mean, you can try it. I know you're not like a sugar
Holy
person.
Okay, we're gonna explain rooms and coffee to her later. Oh, that's bitter, dude. That's like cowboy coffee bitter. Which is like, if you don't know, cowboy coffee is just black coffee, but they pour cold water on top of it because they just boil the grounds in there. They don't have a filter. They pour cold water on it. The cold water actually collects the grounds and takes it to the bottom, so you pour off the top.
Oh, that's
and
smart.
if you pour the bottom, if you get the last cup, right, and that's always for like the new people, if you get the last cup, it's got a lot of gritty coffee grounds in it. You just chew them up.
Damn.
So,
ain't bad some shit.
Cowboy coffee. Boot camp in Great Lakes. Oh, it's cold around that time. Yeah, it was really cold.
Oh, I'm sure.
So we were hiking, or sorry, we were marching. It's hiking with rhythm, I guess. And we were going across base, and we had to wrap towels around our face because it was like, I think it was like negative 14 with wind chills that year. And so we were walking, and you'd breathe, and the air would come out of your mouth, and the moisture would go onto your eyebrows and your eyelids, and it would freeze up there. So still not as cold as the Arctic Circle, though. That was a lot colder.
Yeah, forget all that. I hate the cold, so I don't want to deal with that.
No, it hurts, man.
We are short on time, guys, so we are actually just going to jump right into the reaction, which I'm sure a lot of you would appreciate. Yeah. So we can only live stream here until 7, so however long this takes. Obviously, it's a 30-minute video, so it's long already. Yeah. But we'll be hanging out as much as we can after.
Yeah, we'll try to chat with you guys. Okay.
Too, so that way we can chat with you guys. But right now, let's focus on this. My coffee left the worst bitter taste in my mouth.
Yeah, no, that's not a good taste.
No.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to drop it in and say hi, but I have to go to bed. I have an opening shift at work tomorrow, so I gotta wake up really early. Good night. Have a good night, Brisha. Thanks for dropping in.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Actually, since I'm gonna stay, you might as well, Mariah. It's only gonna be an hour stream.
I'm back, y'all.
Okay,
Love
so
it.
have that. That's
Yep.
the right one. Okay.
Okay. You want me to do intro or do you want to do intro?
I did intro last time. You can do it this time. 50-50. Yin and yang. Oh.
I'm not going to read all the
Why
text.
is this not up there?
Yeah.
There we go. Let's get chat box up there.
Yeah.
Click off of this. There we go. There we go. All right.
Gwen, you were a combat medic in the Army too? Interesting. Interesting. It's pretty badass. we had some good corpsmen. We had some really good corpsmen. We just call them docs.
Hello, regards from Tokyo. Hey, let's go.
Yo.
Be our tour guide when we visit.
Hey.
That'd be dope. All right. We're going to get into this.
So.
You ready?
Yep. 3. I hate myself. That's a good one. Ready? 3. I need to scoot to the left a little more, I think. I can't really tell. I'm just all over the place. Ready? What's up, everybody? We're back here with another video. Today we are doing BTS Hardships. This is 2013 to 2021. Okay, we're going to include all the topics. Let's get into it.
Prepare to be mad.
Hi from
Also,
London.
as you guys can see, we're doing this live, so everyone in chat is here. Hi from London. Hello, everyone.
Hey, welcome to the live stream.
Yep. Let's get into it.
3, 2, 1.
This video was not made in order to relive the sadness or to hold grudges against others.
Yes, it
This
was.
video was made to remind us that BTS didn't rise to success without facing hurdles, and these events have created a stronger bond between BTS and ARMY.
Beautiful.
June 13, 2013. BTS were only able to debut because the scheduled performers cancelled. BTS was a filler. Even after debuting, they couldn't get much airtime. Their performances were either shortened, cut from broadcasts, or not uploaded
Yo.
for online consumption
Yo.
due to their company's lack of clout at that time.
저 당시에는 예, 우리가 막 방송을 마음대로 못 깔 때예요. 방송을 막 사람 다 차 있으면 우리 못 나오고 그럴 때도 있었어.
저 때 한밤에 이게 나가게 된 게 되게 약간 우리가 막 그랬었어. 막 그때 그랬어요.
되게 중요한
네,
거고.
신기한 거고 되게 약간 원래 그렇게 따로 인터뷰 잘 안 해주시는데 막 그때 그런 기억이 나요.
저희를 구원해 주신 거죠?
From sleeping in one bedroom to using their own staff as extras,
저 매니저 형
to recording an album in a garage. These were just a few things
Not to like take away from that, but we understand that 100%.
Yeah.
We've recorded music, we've recorded videos in garages all the time. So I
Yeah.
100% get that.
Yeah. It's
We also grew
the
up
struggle
and
of being
slept
like
in
an
the same
artist.
bed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just how it goes. Like,
This is ringing really true with us right now. This is kind of
Yeah.
cute.
all up in the fields.
Yeah, I know. I was
Right in
like,
the
dang,
feels.
dude. I was like, wow, actually, I feel that.
BTS experienced early on in their careers due to their company's limited budget.
지도에 보면 선생님이 막말 걸어주신 거 이렇게 오잖아요. 옷에 쓰여 있는 거 무슨 뭐냐고. 돈 없어가지고 16,000원짜리 후배티 프린팅 해가지고 뭔지 몰라가지고 말을 못해야 되겠어. 아무튼. 네.
Because some of the members came from an underground rap background, but ultimately chose the path of becoming idols, they were often disrespected.
사실 남준이가 그 언더에서 활동을 했다고 이제 그런 사람들이 많아요. 아이돌로 올라가서 나는 언더그라운드 활동을 했던 사람이다 하고 언플이라고 흔히 하잖아요. 그러면은 이제 언더 매니아, 힙합 매니아라고 하는 사람들은 그런 거를 당연히 안 좋게 보죠.
아 지네 음악도 안 하고 그냥 회사에서 시키는데도 노래방에서 춤이나 추는 것들이 무슨 가수냐, 니네가 무슨 아티스트냐, 저런 애를 더 이상 나오면 안 된다.
A rapper told RM and Suga that they were on the right path, but strayed away and were no longer considered real rap hip-hop artists, deeming them girls for wearing makeup.
방탄소년단에 대해서 사실 다 찍어서 말하는 거 아이돌 부릅니다. 네, 맞습니다. 힙합이 아니다. 방탄소년단이 무대에 올라갔을 때 뭐 이제 분장을 한다는 거, 어떤 메이크업을 하는 거에 대한 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는 부분이 있을 것 같은데.
분장 그런 게 아니라 여자.
What? Shut the front door.
BTS were being told by several people.
It's so stupid. We've addressed this before.
Yeah, we just
but
did this and that.
Yeah. It's just so stupid that it's like,
Yeah.
like the thing is, this is what I don't understand is like all these generalizations and stuff, right? And so they're saying like, oh, well, you can't be a hip hop star if you wear makeup. This is a fact. And it's like, show me the rule book of a hip hop star and where it says.
Just look at the underlying, not even underlying, the blatant sexism in that statement as well.
Yeah, literally.
Because in 2013, there was still a lot of up and coming female hip hop artists or rappers or like even like heavier than that as well. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you just go, oh yeah, it's like a girl. It's like, how is that a disrespectful at all? Okay.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
like, oh, girls can't be. It's like, shut the fuck up there. You've already made your own mistake, right? And I understand 2013 was a different year, right? And then people weren't as accepting back then. And for them to go through that is obviously like spearhead that for both their community and the K-pop community and also like all male rappers or all male performers, right? And we see nowadays, right? We see people like Lil Nas come up, and he's a very controversial rapper, right? Yeah. He's the first openly gay rapper, I believe, and he just does a lot of interesting things, and people are like, "That's wrong, right? That ain't right. We don't like that around here." Okay, and it's like, no, it's like be accepting of it. Understand it's just amazing music. We can love it all together, right? He did a whole what's the word for he was pregnant, okay? He did a whole, you know what I mean, like a pregnancy thing, right? And did a whole shoot for it for a music video, and if you just go, oh, only women can get pregnant, it's like, congratulations, dumb fuck. Like, yeah.
It's just all like the overgeneralizations and all like the blatant like sexism and like it's all so stupid at the end of the day. Yeah, it's also incredibly stupid and ignorant, and I love how BTS really just took this like, fuck you, I'm going to make you eat those words type of approach where they're just like, all right, fine, we'll just keep doing what we're doing, go fuck yourself, and then see how you feel in the next 5 years, right? And like, well, we can see, you know.
They're not real hip-hop, they're not undergrounders. Yeah. God, I hate them. It's so unfortunate.
Yeah, but let's keep going. Got a lot to get through.
People, they would never make it because they came from a small agency. Big Hit Entertainment was at one point near bankruptcy and didn't have the financial power to promote and push BTS the way other companies could with their own groups. In 2014, Suga shared his story about battling depression since pre-debut days. Suga continues to discuss and bring awareness to mental health through his work. Until now, BTS has continuously been transparent about their darkest thoughts and feelings. Not just through their music, but also their very public personas. February 2014. BTS were accused of copying the schoolboy concept for Boy in Love, which came out shortly after another group released their music video, even though the concept is a popular choice amongst young boy bands. April 2014. During a variety show, the host confronted them about this plagiarism accusation.
수와 겹친 교복 패션 왜 하필 입을까? 원망했나요?
사실 저희가 말씀드릴 수
예, 얘기 천천히
저희가 이번 사랑 이야기 학교 3부작의 마지막이었어요.
예.
그래가지고 언제 한번 교복을 입겠다라고 생각을 했는데 그게 되게 유명하게 시기가 겹쳐가지고.
Throughout their careers, they've been constantly criticized for plagiarism, often for outfits, props, concepts, and hair colors that are ordinary not just in K-pop, but the expansive world of visual arts. November 2014. Hashtag.
Really quick, I just want to comment on that because like we've talked about this before, but we live in a day and age where like everything's already been done, right? Yeah. Especially when it comes to media. So like.
Oh wait. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. All these.
Kick out J-Hope. What the fuck?
Rufus, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I knew like this was gonna get. Yeah, I knew this was gonna get blood boiling, but yeah, it's just like. So before we get into this, that's the next thing. The copying concepts is the most idiotic one. Yeah, that is the stupidest thing ever because everything has basically already been done, and unless you're doing a 1-for-1 like replica, it's not plagiarism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because any idea that you have has already been done. Like they're saying with the schoolboy theme, it's very popular, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like if I came out and I wanted to write my own fantasy series, but you're just plagiarizing off Lord of the Rings. Like Lord of the Rings is the only one that can do that.
You have
come
a
up
big
with sci-fi.
baddie with a tower.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Also,
you come up with sci-fi and
yeah.
you're just copying Star Wars. Like it's fucking stupid. Like media is all about having like an idea, or that's why there's genres and stuff, right? Yeah. So the schoolboy thing is a genre. You're not copying someone or something else by being in the same genre. Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's
where's the plagiarism?
It's just people grasping at straws, looking for something to then hate on you and shame you for, because they're jealous of your success. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I want them to unblock these names
so you can find them.
Oh, I'll find them.
Yeah.
Kick out J-Hope BTS trended on Twitter, calling J-Hope ugly and untalented. The trend became popular enough that their friend and supervisor from their reality show American Hustle Life, Tony Jones, tweeted out saying, "Every member is needed and talented." Jin stepped in by telling ARMYs to cheer up and that all of them were working hard. ARMYs got together and trended hashtag J-Hope you're perfect to comfort him. May 2015. BTS finally won their first music show with their song I Need You, 2 years after the...
Also, really quick, I have to throw this in, but the fact that they came after the symbol of hope.
Yeah, no, literally, I know. To be like, oh, hey, this guy's doing a good thing, right? This guy's promoting peace and happiness and love, right? Like, all right, let's go fuck him up. It's like, you are the worst people in the world.
Fucking kidding me?
It's like punching a baby.
Yeah, that I fills me with so much rage. I'm not going to show it on camera because I'm not very expressive when it comes to, like, I guess my negative emotions, but yeah, you know.
It looks all like my pooping face. Let's go.
Their debut, but were accused of 사재기. This is when companies buy back albums to boost external sales records.
Heard about this.
But this was when their company was barely surviving financially, making the claims groundless. May 2015. V was accused of mocking another idol group after they won a music show and were accepting the trophy. People began to send him death threats. However, he wasn't mocking them at all. V was known to be a fan of this group and was singing their song out of excitement. He apologized on Twitter for the misunderstanding and provided screenshots showing that he would always listen to this song before bed. July 2015.
Okay, the fact that he had to do that, you know, like...
And we experience that too as content
we get that all the
creators,
time.
You know? It's like, you do anything...
Or you guys aren't real.
And if someone's perception of what you're doing or what you're saying doesn't match what you're trying to convey, then they try to cancel you.
Oh, 100%.
You know? And it's the most frustrating thing because, like, he should not have had to do that. You know what I mean? Like... But then people are like, oh, I have to send you death threats because I think you made fun of a group, even though you're a big fan of that group. It's like, oh my God, I hate it. Like, being fellow content creators, like, obviously not nearly as big as BTS, not even close. But, like, I understand that because we get this too, right? Like, that's why sometimes we have to over-clarify and stuff is because of the fact that if we don't over-clarify our statements, and even when we do, people will misinterpret what we say, get pissed off, and then call us, like, not OT7, call us like, oh, you don't support this person, fake reaction, you know, like all sorts of things. And everyone gets that. Like, everyone gets, like, these people that come in and will say some negative shit. Any type of content creator of any mass or quantity, anything, will get that. But it fucking sucks.
It
you know what I mean?
It sucks to watch people that you care about and you feel for. Like, I feel that as well.
And, like, because especially, like, for us, because, like, we know what it feels like. And we know it makes us feel shitty. Yeah. And so with BTS being bigger, they're getting on a much larger scale. It's not just like 10 people in the comment section. You know what I mean? That's probably hundreds, if not thousands of more. They're coming in, sending them death threats, saying all this shit. And that shit honestly pisses me the fuck off. Like, there's a time with saying, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't fucking say it.
Just don't fucking say it.
It's not that hard.
I like it.
BTS abruptly halted their concert, The Red Bullet, in New York, due to death threats towards RM. All related fan activities were also subsequently cancelled. Attendees of the show were forced to leave the venue, where there was a strong presence of security and police at the scene.
Sorry. Sorry. We love you.
RM also received another death threat for another upcoming show in Mexico later that month. July 2016, people began to debate over alleged misogynistic lyrics and tweets from BTS. This led to the members...
That's probably in reference to War and Harmon, which is stupid because that's just people not understanding the actual message of the song. Really quick, someone said something, is that up here? Where was it? The worst part is that it only takes a few haters to negate the good vibes of hundreds.
100%.
Exactly. That's what people don't understand about it, because like it's easy for you to just be like, oh, just ignore them and just ignore them and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you can ignore them, but what you don't understand is the way that the human brain is set up to work. Yeah, and everyone experiences in their everyday life. You can receive 1,000 compliments a day. Like literally in a single day you can receive 1,000 compliments from people, but that one person that said they didn't like your hair or they didn't like something about you, it sticks with you because our brains just focus on that. And it's like,
and
why?
I'm sure they get a million nice comments and they kind of become numb to it, right? They're like, oh yeah, like these are nice, thank you, right? And then it's like that one like horrible death threat, or like people talk about your family, people talk about your loved ones, people talk about your friends, and it's like, all right,
it does affect you. Like,
entered my shit list.
Any content creator, and I've watched many content creators over the years, and like I had one recently, I won't name names for just the sake of privacy, that seemed like a really, really resilient person, and then he like came under flack for some shit just by stupid Twitter people that wasn't true or whatever. You know, it's just people like love jumping on hate trends, and you know, he said that like, you're fine until you're not. Like, it's like one of those things where like you can start ignoring it and try to ignore as best you can, but eventually so much of it comes in, piles up to where like you just you get crushed under it, really. And that's really what it is. And so we get plenty of nice like, you guys are absolutely amazing. Like, do not get me wrong. What I'm saying is, you guys are absolutely amazing. The most supportive community I've ever seen in my life. And we read through the comments and it makes us feel so good. But then every once in a while there's like that comment and you just kind of sit there for a minute and you're like,
insincerity, it's the attack, it's just and it's not even just like physical stuff, right? It's like, oh, you guys are fake, or your reactions are like are
or you
edited,
don't support this person, therefore I can't support
clout.
You or
and
like, I really can tell that you don't like this person
just for clout.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's like what hurts worse, is because like we've addressed this before, but we're obviously OT7. And if you look at our channel, we've done more videos on other members than we have our own biases. So when people come out and say that, like, it's like, well, like, what more do you want from us? You know what I mean? We have more dedicated videos to the people you're accusing us of not supporting. We support 100%. All of them. You know, we love every single individual member. And it sucks to be falsely accused of something, and then to watch other people then jump on that trend because you're like, it's like an avalanche.
This is not a woe is us, right? This is more of like, this is to understand. Right?
This is to then have the empathy and show that, like, you know, we understand what this is like. Not to this level, obviously, because they have a lot more.
But everyone's 100%.
Everyone has experiences in their life. Like, every single person has received negative comments as well as positive comments in their life. Like, that's going to happen.
On a picture, or somebody said it in person, or no, or somebody talking about you, you hear it coming back to you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like someone says, because it hurts. That's why it stays with you. Like, all of these things hurt. You think BTS isn't hurt by this? You know, it's so easy for someone just to be like, oh, just ignore, just be resilient.
This
but
is
like,
just
it
building.
does.
This is just building the emotional and physical mountain that they had to climb to be where they are today.
Because it's not just that one comment; it's everything else going on in your life, and that comment might just be the cherry on the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we 100% get it. It's a starving artist world.
Yeah, it sucks.
And the company reflecting back on their actions. BTS's agency, Big Hit Entertainment, responded with an apology and a promise to do better. Consequently, the band grew from this lesson and have since released feminist overtures such as 21st Century Girl, and in 2019 responded to their 2014 single Boy in Love with Boy with Love, a collaboration with Halsey. RM has said that since the incident, he pays closer attention to the lyrics he writes, reading newspapers and books to study the social phenomena. After he finishes writing lyrics, he consults experts of women's studies to objectively examine the lyrics. May 2016.
What a fucking considerate idea, right?
Yeah,
we should do that.
Like, what artist is going to actually go out of their way to do something like that?
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's not just dedication to his craft, but being able to weave his craft in a respectful manner, make sure it's good, right, and then present it to you. That's just brilliance on brilliance, right? Now
Yeah.
imagine like how many writing loopholes you have to jump through nowadays, right? And just be able to not even just like do it, but do it in such a beautiful way, and their music not being impacted, and we still get like this true BTS experience.
And you know what the best and worst part is about all of that? The best part about that is that he was willing to do it and he did it.
Yeah.
The worst part is
that he had to.
Yeah. You know, that he like, you couldn't just live in a society where you made what you want to make.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know, like that's what sucks is you're always like having to find workarounds, especially in today's culture. Like obviously this was older, but in today's culture where cancel culture is so prevalent, like you literally have to like live this life where if you constantly don't walk on eggshells and don't censor yourself and don't be overly considerate about how you might somehow magically offend somebody else, you could get canceled. And it's even scarier when you're a person who has influence, when you're a content creator, when you're a musician, but you know, whatever. Because at any moment someone can be like, you know what? I don't like that.
I don't like
what you did. I don't like what you said, or I don't like you. I'm gonna tell others. And then others jump on that, and next thing you know, you cancel your whole career's ruined.
They'll shape your words, right?
Yeah.
So they'll take one or two words out of what you said. Out of like, we could have this whole conversation, take one or two words, right, and be like, all right, we're gonna take these two, we're gonna blow that up, we're gonna emphasize it, right, and we're gonna reiterate it in a negative way. And then it's like,
and make
look
it
what
say like
they
that's
said.
the only thing that you
Look
said,
at
and that was the most prominent.
Tobey Maguire hits 13 children, right? That's like, no,
it's not what happened.
Sorry, Spider-Man.
It is. I know chat's popping off. I saw a lot of you guys like supporting us and saying, you know, that like we're real, we're genuine, you guys love us. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, and exactly that's the reason why people are toxic though, like why bullies be bullied, although it's something we shouldn't tolerate. It's not an excuse but a reason. Exactly.
Absolutely. We'll keep going.
It sucks.
During their epilogue concert, antis began to use the hashtag plagiarism Boy Scouts. Multiple fandoms teamed up to trend this hashtag in Korea. BTS saw this, and the media latched on. June 2016. During the variety show Flower Crew, Jungkook arrived at the filming location with a bag of hamburgers for his cast members, hoping to break the ice. One of the cast members made rude comments and turned Jungkook's offer away.
왜안 받는 거지? 거짓말하고 느낌이 딱 먹다 남긴 느낌인데. 아니 새 거예요. 아 진짜 새 거예요. 야.
BTS has since filmed another.
Don't pause. I'm pissed.
The level of fucking disrespect. Like,
bringing a peace offering, like putting out that olive branch and then being like, oh no, feels
just
like
to
leftovers.
spit on him.
Yeah, fucking. Sorry.
That makes me that
I'm heated.
That brings murderous intentions.
Murderous intentions.
You know what I mean? Like
also,
that,
who puts bacon on a ham? I'm just kidding.
That's just that really rubs me the wrong way.
No, that's horrible.
No, I don't like that. That's very, very and he was a minor. Like he's like, you know, like you're like young and you're just like trying to do a good thing, and then for someone to spit in your face like that, like, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another variety show with the same host, and spirits seem high. September 2016. Antis made yet another project called Break Wings Project to try to sabotage their comeback in October. The project was caught and stopped once comments on YouTube broadcasting the project were put on blast. Wings then...
Get a fucking life. Can I just say that to all these fucking people, all these keyboard warriors, like the fact that you're like, I'm going to create this giant campaign because I have nothing good going on in my life. I have nothing better going on in my life, but to sit here and spread hate and try to cancel this fucking group just because I have a problem with them because I'm ignorant. I'm going to then spend all this time. It's like, get a fucking life and go do something with your life instead of just trying to spread hate, you piece of shit. I'm sorry, guys. I am pissed.
Yeah.
If you can't tell.
Oh, God. Went on to sell 16,000 units in its first week, appearing at number 26 on the US Billboard 200 chart, setting the then highest record for a K-pop album and making BTS the first and only K-pop act at that time to log 3 entries on the Billboard 200. Because of this, antis took strategic pictures of non-armies and claimed that there was no line in stores that sold physical albums. October 2016. During the Busan One Asia Festival, fans were told a couple hours before the broadcast that BTS were no longer appearing because one member was absent from an injury, even though a countless number of fans were already present at the event venue and BTS was ready and willing to perform. BTS ended.
Someone had a really good comment. You guys, I think it already passed here because this.
They literally lied about them not being there so people would leave and walk out on them. Like, how. It's pathetic. It's literally
so
pathetic.
Fucking pathetic. So, two things I wanted to say really quick is one, Roxanne said, it's scientifically proven that you can succeed many times at something, but if you fail once, your brain will remember that more. Now, imagine that, but with comments. It's understandable to be effective.
Yeah.
Exactly. Literally couldn't put it better myself. I tell them to do something better, like loving yourself, and a better hobby or something else. Yeah. Good shit, Mello. Show of hands in chat. Can we just get a show of hands? How many of you guys hate media? Hate the fucking media? Because I hate them.
I hate the use of social media to put people down, right? Yeah. This was created, like all these programs, generally speaking, were created to share photos, share family and good memories and good intentions.
Yeah, it's all about like sharing good times and
it's
like
been used,
connecting.
but nothing for negativity reasons. It just
and then, like you see it in like the media all the time and news outlets and stuff because they know since negativity has a bigger impact than positivity when it comes to like the immediate feelings and emotions, they just spam negative shit. They spam negative shit. Oh, what's going on with BTS today?
Shout out to Egg Celeste, right, for doing this video, and shout out to her like not saying who it was and things like that because that's just going to spark.
It takes
more
a lot
hate.
a lot of restraint.
Yeah,
you know,
because I'm feeling the hate right now.
Exactly. Show of hands. You guys can see it. Like if you're watching this as in the YouTube video, you guys can see it.
It's so frustrating.
It's so frustrating. Fake news, all that bullshit. It's like just
you can't even get any facts anymore on the news. Right?
Just let them live.
Just
God,
it's upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
Up performing for the fans who attended the event and waited all day, but it was at the end of the event with leftover confetti, no proper lighting, and no cameras rolling. Their performance was not broadcasted and only fan cams were taken.
Wow.
October 2016. During BTS's Blood, Sweat and Tears promotion in South Korea, BTS wasn't given a waiting room at the broadcast center. So the members made do and practiced, got dressed, and did makeup in front of the bathrooms. They would practice non-stop without resting, greeting other staffers who were going to the bathroom, and other idol groups would openly look down on them. This comment was left...
Really quick, just gotta say, love the fucking dedication.
No, I'm right there with that. That's fucking passion. That's like, literally. Like, fuck you, we're gonna do this. I'm sorry, we're cussing a lot, but fuck you, we're gonna do this. You guys cannot stop us. Passion. Yeah. And this,
absolutely love that.
If this drives me, this makes me feel like, you know, when like Naruto is sitting on like the sing sweat and all the people looking down on him, right, and make him feel like shit.
Yep.
Okay, that's exactly what this looks like. And what did he do? He just worked harder. He trained harder than anyone else, and he became the Hokage.
Yeah,
but all memes aside,
what I don't understand, and maybe it's because I'm not in this industry, so maybe I'm just ignorant. But if you're going to book someone to come to your venue and perform for you, why treat them so fucking poorly? Why not even give like I don't understand.
Yeah, that kind of hurts me too, because just knowing that they didn't even respect them, right? Yeah. So it's not just the media. Maybe they were affected by the media. Maybe they're like, oh, this group anyway, because they weren't getting coverage because their last stuff wasn't covered. Maybe that's why.
It just it's the lack of like respect, the absolute disrespect that BTS has received from not just, you know, toxic people, not just the media, not just random people that don't like BTS, but like in the industry itself, in like places that are supposed to help them, supposed to support them, that they're working with actively. Yeah, it's like
it drives me up the fucking wall.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna say some things that's not allowed on YouTube.
Under a video uploaded by Wei, a member from Crayon Pop, Wei responded, "Yes, that's right. All I remember is their hard work and efforts. I especially haven't forgotten RM's voice practicing Japanese." November 2016. V made a heartfelt announcement during their muster that his beloved grandmother had passed away. Auntie saw this as an opportunity to twist his narrative and intentions, sending him death threats and accusing him of using her passing as a ploy for attention. November 2016. Big Hit released a formal statement about taking legal actions regarding malicious rumors,
Yeah.
false statements, and personal attacks against BTS. The company continues to pursue legal actions against perpetrators to this day.
Fuck around, you gonna find out, okay? Yes. 100%. That gets my blood going, though.
I'm going to borrow a little bit from Kakashi.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you hate on, this isn't the exact quote, but it has the exact same theme. If you just decide to randomly hate or jump on a hate train for with no basis, like you just decide, that's what you're gonna do, you're trash.
Trash.
If you are going to take someone's relative passing away, spit in their fucking face, disrespect them and their relative and their entire family, and send death threats and say, oh, you're doing it for clout, you are so much worse than fucking trash. You are literally bottom of the barrel, and even that's probably too good for you.
Yeah. No, it's horrific to see this. I feel so bad for them, honestly. And okay, I'll tell you guys a true story, okay? So I used to work with a guy, right? He was kind of like my manager, okay? Put him like that. He was a manager for me. And this was when I was in the military. And he would talk bad about my marriage and my wife and my friends. So I tried to kill him multiple times, okay? Not a joke. I legitimately tried to kill him. And then people would have to hold me back, okay? Now, how the restraint, right? The restraint of all the members taking this hate and being able to let it wash over them, inspiring. Now, me, I'm still going to kill a motherfucker, okay?
Yeah.
But very inspiring.
That's what I give them, is because I consider myself a pretty resilient person. I consider you a pretty resilient person. I think we've done really well with that. I don't think I could be resilient when it comes to this. I think this type of stuff would break me. So the fact that it's behind closed doors. I don't mean they're not affected by it, but I mean lash out completely from it, because I don't think I could hold myself back. You know.
We're finding IP addresses and we're dropping nukes.
Yeah, literally.
It's going bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we'll keep this going.
Yeah,
this is upsetting though.
Enforcing a strict no settlement and
this is getting my heart rate going up, and I'm feeling it.
leniency policy. November 2016. Fans of another group were upset that BTS won Album of the Year at the Melon Music Awards, claiming it was done out of charity and that miscalculations were made. They called Melon customer care, where an employee explained that the company's internal data proved that BTS scored higher. Audio of the conversation was released.
그거 이제 그 상에 해당하는 앨범들을 해가지고 계산한 게 있는데, 그러면은 저희가 보는 거랑 멜론 내부에서 보는 거랑 그러면은 데이터가 아예 다르다는 소린가요?
아니요, 똑같으시고요. 고객께서 보셨던 거는 차트랑 그리고 스트리밍 실시간 앨범 자체가 나오고 나서 순간 차트에 대한 그런 데이터를
Someone started just roasting on them haters. I love that.
Flying rousing. No, so the pettiness of this, okay?
It's so fucking
the
petty.
fact that they're getting called out publicly. Perfect karma.
Love
okay?
that. This is that Karen level shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was talking to one of my students she was into debate, right? And we'll talk about this real quick, okay? Make it quick. But I feel or I don't think, right? Those statements don't hold any legality in any grounds whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
I feel statements don't hold any grounds. Now the fact, and this man's no, we're looking at the same data, right? And we're looking at the same stuff. You not seeing it means you're bad at reading data, okay?
Yeah.
The actual data being there is real. That's set in stone. That's why they won. So you being on there and being like, oh, I don't feel like they should have won, makes you a fucking pussy ass bitch, and you're about to get smacked, okay? Sorry, excuse me. I am hype right now.
No, it's
Let me hear this, boy.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
This is why we have statistics. There's a reason why, so we can prove things, right?
100%.
Scientific process exists, that.
Yeah. Sorry, I know that was a little exaggerated, but even Bialy's mad.
Yeah, Bialy's pissed.
아십니까? 그건 아닌 것 같아요. 고객께서 보신 전체 데이터 수치는 아마 보시기 어려우실 거예요. 그 데이터는 로에르만 갖고 있고요. 고객께서 봤던 정리를 어떤 식으로 진행하셔가지고 어떤 식으로 보신지 모르겠는데, 고객님들께서 정리해서 보신 거는 그 차트 반영에 관한 내용들이고요.
네.
And I actually do know a little bit about this because when I released my music, if you guys don't know, I did music for a little bit for fun. There like I would get judged on statistics and stuff too because I put it on all major streaming platforms and stuff, and that's how it's not just
one. And you'll see this if you guys watch TikTok or like Facebook or Instagram, right? So if you click on the Instagram version, it'll have like 10,000 views, right? You look at the TikTok one, it's got 20,000 views, right? And if you look at the total number, it will be like, over 180,000 views, right? So you might only see 10, 12, whatever, right? But that overall cumulative number, because all the apps are linked,
it has to take from all of that.
Yes, that's how it works, okay? Sorry, that's just an easier one.
Yeah.
그 부분이 아니라 1년 동안 고객님들께서 스트리밍 돌리시고 앨범을 산 그 이용권 말고 많은 대중들이 전체적으로 됐잖아요. 그거에 대한 결과 전체 음원 합산 점수예요. 내부적으로 고객께서 지금 생각하신 게 혹시 내부적 이게 비리가 있는 건 아니냐라고 생각이 들 수 있는데요. 제가 말씀드릴 수 있는 부분은 비리 전혀 없으시고요. 방탄이 1년 동안 보다 스트리밍 수가 많이 받아서 상을 받았다라고 생각하시면 되십니다.
February 2017. BTS were accused of plagiarism after their performance at the Gaon Chart Music Awards. The part in question was when the no-signal bars on screen resembled another group's past stage. To make matters worse, the creative director of the group in question created a post on Instagram with the captions, our hard work. And siblings of the group
Now pause that shit. Our hard work. Oh yeah, because you were the first person
put no signal
in existence to come up with the words no signal with some fuzzy bullshit back. Even though that's a thing that has, old TVs, the radios.
That was actually the first signal that never got through.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Congratulations.
What it is. You know what it is? You know that meme when it's like when someone's losing an argument, so they just go back to the thing. It's like whenever someone doesn't have anything on BTS, they just go to their all reliable. It's all reliable is plagiarism.
Racism. Sexism.
It's such a joke.
Oh god.
No signal. Shut the fuck up.
In the industry too, right? Because you should understand there's like social faux pas and things you have to follow in the industry, right? If you put some petty shit out like that to the world, you're gonna receive petty shit back. Okay. Yeah. Now, I do not think that this man should get hate for what he said, right? I just do not think he should have posted in the first place. Okay. But fuck him.
Liked that post. Gaon Charts eventually posted an official statement in regards to the accusation, admitting that their own production team was in charge of the graphics, not Big Hit. BTS has not attended or performed at Gaon Chart Music Awards since, only pre-taping acceptance speeches. March 2017. Death threats were made against BTS, with their target being Jimin this time. This threat happened during their world tour, and Big Hit addressed this threat, increasing security around the venues. December 2017. Fans of a different group were so outraged by the results at the 2017 Mnet Asian Music Awards that they filed a petition under the Blue House, the executive office and official residence of the South Korean head of state. They requested MAMA to be abolished because BTS won, crashing the Blue House petition website, which was meant for the South Korean citizens only, with traffic from overseas. May 2018, Jimin once again received death threats, this time during their Love Yourself tour in Fort Worth. Police tweeted soon afterwards that they were investigating the threat. November 2.
Okay, so we need to talk about this. Okay. And I know
What's there to talk about? Let's fucking ride. We'll load
I know
the car
everyone
up.
Here in chat right
guns.
now, you guys aren't like this, so I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm just going to a PSA. We'll call it a PSA, public service announcement. Every single person out there needs to realize that death threats are not a joke. No. Like, you can't just throw out a death threat, but it was just a joke. Threatening someone's life is literally illegal.
Yeah, it's a legally binding statement which will cause legal actions against you, okay?
Yes.
Which is result you going to jail. So
Yeah, you
congratulations.
cannot do that.
Yeah.
Just as the same as bad as that is, you can also not tell people to kill themselves. Those two things you cannot just throw out there and fucking say just randomly, and
That
people
one actually
just do
pisses
it.
me off,
Yeah,
yeah.
people
We
just
said
do
it
it
a lot.
so haphazardly
Yeah.
nowadays. Like, oh, it's fine. I'm protected behind my keyboard, whatever. No.
Oh, and they try to do this tactful ways. The world would be a better place without you. It's like,
yeah, they always try to find some way and something, or like, it's just a joke, bro. It's like, no, they're like, the fact of the matter is, the old saying, "Six stones might break my bones, words never hurt me," is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard. Because words can hurt, and words can hurt a fucking lot.
Oh, yeah.
And making death threats that requires legal action, because the thing is like, when you receive a death threat like that, or
like Alex said, we ride at dawn. We do ride at dawn.
we do ride at dawn.
We're
going
going
on
down.
a fucking crusade.
I don't know where we're going, but we're gonna find them.
Like, for example, right? We'll use a
Yeah.
perfect example. If
Yeah.
someone at school, like if you're at school and someone's like, you get a school shooter threat.
Yeah,
You know,
a
see
bomb
how
threat,
fast a
same, yeah.
bomb
We
threat.
got bomb threats on base all the time.
Yeah, it immediately goes in lockdown because you have to take it seriously.
yeah.
You know, like it's not just a matter, like, even if 99% of the time, which is not a real statistic, I'm just using this as an example, it is a joke, you have to take it seriously, because the one time you don't is when people die.
Yeah, 100%, and that's why they do take it so seriously.
Exactly.
That's why they train in
so
schools.
you cannot
No.
just throw these out. You cannot just blindly tell someone to kill themselves. You cannot blindly say, "I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna kill your family," and stuff like. You cannot do that. So just fucking stop.
We had a lot of people actually in their lives on deployment, and all the time you'd see how it happens, right? It'd be, hey, I'm going through a really hard time. This is happening at home. This is happening at home, right? They would tell somebody, like a superior, and a superior would be like, sucks to suck, suck it up. We got 9 months left of deployment, 6 months left of deployment. And then they would go hang themselves or jump off the ship or do whatever they wanted.
And that's why you have to take this stuff seriously.
You have to take it
like
serious.
this stupid,
and they act like they do, but they do not.
Yeah, it's the stupid
Yeah,
narrative
that's
of like this toxic masculinity, just like suck things up and stuff. Like, I hate that because, like, sometimes you seriously need help from somebody else, right? Sometimes you just can't, and it's not a matter of like just being strong enough or just being resilient enough.
No.
There is things that will break you in this world,
They hit your
regardless of
soul,
how strong you
past
are.
traumas, things you can't control.
There's some things in your
Insecurities
subconscious
they
mind
tug
that
on and play on.
exactly.
Yeah.
So just stop saying that. Like, please,
Your race,
like,
your religion, where you're from, your style,
Yeah.
wearing makeup, being a girl, being a man, right? Anything like that. Your sexuality, your sexual preferences.
it can all affect you.
Stop it. We're human, okay? We should be able to love each other. We should be able to accept each other.
Exactly.
Everyone's over here just like, oh, you're different. I don't like you. No, fucking piss me off.
2018. On November 7, a South Korean court ordered a Japanese company to compensate them for wartime labor during Japan's colonial rule of the Korean peninsula. The next day, Japan's TV's Asahi's music station announced that they have cancelled BTS's appearance on their show, slated for November 9th, due to a recently resurfaced screenshot of a member wearing a t-shirt depicting a photo of an atomic bomb and of Koreans celebrating their independence from Japan. The band subsequently became attacked by the extreme conservatives in Japan, and the news was picked up by the Western media.
바로 저 사건은 방탄소년단이 입었던 티셔츠가 직접적인 문제가 됐다기보단 그건 빌미였고 사실은 강제징용 배상 판결에 대한 이 보이콧을 하고 싶어하던 일본의 어떤 그 멘탈리티가 그대로 표현된 거다라고 생각을 할 수 있는데 그래서 그
That's a common tactic, right? You get accused of something, you just counter accuse to take the pressure off you, the media pressure off you, so you don't get pushed into a hole. Yeah, 100%.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, this is pathetic. A whole entire country did.
5개 대륙에 그러니까 전 세계에 걸쳐서 살고 있는 특히 이제 한국 번역을 하는 한국 아미들이 주축이 돼서요. 20몇 명의 아미가 온라인으로 모여서 이 사건이 도대체 어떤 정치적 배경에서 나왔는가, 어떤 역사적 배경에서 출현한 건가. 그리고 지금 그 전 세계에서 쏟아내고 있는 기사들이 어디가 어떻게 잘못된 건가 팩트 체크를 다 하면서 이 2차 세계대전에 대한 어떤 그 자료들을 다 모아서 백서, 화이트 페이퍼 프로젝트를 발간합니다.
영문으로 해서 저렇게 한 거예요?
예, 영문과 한국어 동시에 이제 다 볼 수 있는데 분량이 166쪽 정도 돼요. 그러니까 거의
April 2019. During BTS's global press conference for Map of the Soul Persona, a reporter bluntly asked BTS about past plagiarism allegations.
사실 제가 그 윙스하고 피땀 눈물 언급했던 거는 그때 이제 뭐 문제가 됐던 내용 뭐 표절인가 그 프랑스 작가분께서 언급하셨던 그 부분을 언급해서 여쭤본 거였고요. 그거에 대해서 그냥 뭐 질문이 좀 불편할 수는 있겠지만 답변을 좀 듣고 싶은 부분 때문에 질문을 드렸습니다.
네, 그 건에 대해서는 저희 회사에서 이제 저희 회사 법무팀에서 작가님이랑 이야기를 하고 있고요. 저희 의견, 저희 생각도 회사랑 동일하다고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 네, 그 건에 대해서는 회사에서 지금 처리를 하고 있기 때문에 뭐 결과가 나오면 알겠죠. 네, 감사합니다.
Netizens later uncovered an article written by a reporter of the same name on another entertainment company's news website. April 2019.
Real fucking suspicious, huh? We got an imposter among us, huh?
That's literally what that was.
Woo!
Hey, sorry I'm late. You're all good.
No, you're all good. Look, man. We're hyped tonight. We're not hyped. We're pissed.
Yeah.
It's a different type of hyped. Heated. Boiled.
Yeah, good shit, Army, for supporting BTS through all of this.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and it's really, really hard to like love something and like want something and just hear this global criticism, right? Literally global criticisms, countries, whole entire countries attacking, governments attacking them, right? And still being like, we love you. You know, we still love you. We know the real you, right? And we get that a lot. We understand that a lot. You'll see so many bad things out there, right? And you just have to know, you have to do your own research and your own, make your own view, build your own path, right? Don't just follow the crowds. Yeah.
I think that, what really makes me upset about the world that we live in today is the fact that, like, you can't just do what you want to do. Like, when you really boil it down, if you really want to simplify it for the sake of simplifying things, BTS is a group of 7 men that just wants to make great music, entertain the world, and bring people together with their amazing lyrics. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Very simple. It's a very simple concept, and it's an amazingly beautiful concept. And the fact that on the path to just doing that simple thing, they have to go through all of this is complete fucking bullshit.
Yeah, 100%.
It's so stupid. Like we just want to make videos, entertain people, and affect the world, right? You know what I mean?
We just want to make you guys laugh and have a good time.
Yeah, have a good time. Make your life better than, before you watched us or before you knew us or whatever. And it's like, you can't just do that. Like, you can't just, do
have
that.
Fun.
It's fucking stupid. Yeah.
It's
like, why is there so many barriers to, like, doing good in the world?
100%. Yeah.
It's so stupid.
SBS Inkigayo excluded BTS's...
I don't want to say this too long, but society is trying to keep us sad, so everyone's depressed and has to take medication.
Boy With Love out of
Big
its
Pharma.
charts for the song's first eligible week. Questions about the criteria used by the music show were raised, while SBS continued to claim the calculation period did not fit with BTS's album release time. To this, Dispatch compared BTS to another group who also released a song on the same day. That group entered the rankings and took its first win for their song that week, while BTS were left out of the rankings entirely.
So we've seen the honesty of the record keeping, right, and the dishonesty of the record keeping and the biasness. So there are bias problems out there, right? And there are a lot of false accusations. So maybe that fan felt like a certain kind of way because they've seen this before and seen that corruption. But like for BTS to be true about it and like actually deserve that award was awesome. But here to see it again and them do their own investigation work and they actually be untrue that the records were untrue, it's really nice to see.
Yeah.
It's challenge it. I do like that. That's good.
It's just hard nowadays. We see that all the time. I don't want to get too political, but we here in America we had so many conspiracies with recent elections and things happening and stuff like that. Like,
I still think Obama should have won.
Obama,
3rd term. Let's go back to back.
I agree with that. I would take that. But like, it just sucks because like in the world nowadays, right? Like we said earlier, like numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
But even now, with the way how corruption has spread so much, it's even hard to trust the things that aren't supposed to lie to you, because people will find a way to make them lie anyway. And it's like, bruh, like, why can't we just have truth? Why is the truth, you know, so hard to just obtain nowadays? It shouldn't be.
It's hidden behind so many walls.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Stupid.
December 2019. JTBC reported that BTS went against their own agency and planned to file a lawsuit against Big Hit Entertainment. Big Hit pulled out receipts and released a lengthy statement on behalf of Big Hit Entertainment, BTS, and the members' families. They called the media company's journalism practices into question, stating, "We have not only the video that JTBC used for the first report, but also the CCTV video that recorded the footage of the journalist breaking into our company." December 2019. MBC is accused of abusing their power to purposely prevent other groups under Big Hit Entertainment from appearing at their year-end.
Yeah.
Someone said hate is also because of jealousy. Yeah. There was a person I used to watch/listen to back when he really did music. His name was Daystorm. And one of the lyrics that he said that I always really liked was that jealousy is nothing but fake hate.
Yeah.
And I really like that, because that's like, that really is what it is, you know? And like, this is where most of the hate comes from, is just, it's people jealous because either they don't have what BTS has, or whoever they support isn't getting what BTS has. Like, oh, they won the reward, I want the person I support to win the reward and stuff.
And it's like the seed to hatred, right? It's like jealousy plants a seed, and then a lot of bad blossoms from it, including death threats, as we've seen, right? So when people see that, like, they're like, oh, I want this, or like, you're like, oh, that guy has a nice car, right? And it's like, oh man, I would like a nice car. What would I have to do for it? Work hard? Not going to do that. How about I steal their nice? You know what? How about I kill them, kill their family, and steal their nice car? That gets me their nice car without me doing any extra work. That's how it works, and we see it over and over and over again, all over the place, and like with actors and movies and everything.
Hate is like a poison.
It really is.
Once it sets in, it spreads. It poisons everything around it, leaving nothing but destruction in its wake. And that is why you cannot be an arbitrator of hate. You have to fight against it. You have to bring, you know, the antidote to the venom or the poison.
J-Hope.
And show. After BTS chose to appear on the US's NBC New Year's Rockin' Eve countdown in New York City instead of NBC's year-end program. According to Osen, multiple industry sources shared, ever since October, when BTS's side told NBC that BTS would not be appearing on NBC's year-end music festival, it has been difficult for singers associated with Big Hit Entertainment to appear on NBC. It is already an openly known fact in the industry. January 2020. For 29...
Mel say something amazing. I say a lot of people. You know what they say, if you don't receive criticisms, you're doing something right. If you don't receive criticism at all, you're doing nothing.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Well said.
Years, the Seoul Music Awards only had one grand prize, also known as a Daesang. But in 2020, they created a second Daesang for digital music. BTS won the Daesang for physical music only, even though their stats proved that they should have also gotten the Daesang for digital music as well. BTS did not appear in person to accept the award and has only sent in video acceptance speeches since. July 2020.
No, that's how it should be, because if you're not going to respect my time and you're not going to treat me fairly, then why would I go out of my way to do all this?
You're going to disrespect me?
Yeah, you do the bare minimum,
why would I show it back? Yeah, it's like a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
It's like, if you're not going to do anything for me, I'm not going to do anything for you. You can receive these. That's it.
Yeah,
exactly. And it's a good classy way to just be like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
The Google of South Korea reportedly invested over $80 million into another entertainment company after losing out on profits from BTS, who chose to hold an online concert through Weverse, a mobile app and web platform developed by Big Hit Entertainment. BTS earned at least $21 million in ticket revenue, according to an analyst at securities firm. He stated, "Naver lost BTS, the most popular IP of K-pop, and must have felt the need to invest in entertainment to form a stable relationship." Since 2017, fans have noticed that South Korean platforms such as Naver and media journalists were ignoring and downplaying BTS's achievements. Popular websites hardly posted anything about them, nor did they feature BTS on their front pages.
So maybe I'm just not understanding something. Maybe chat can fill me in.
Oh, I'll explain it.
What is the specific reason why, like, Korea itself and the K-pop industry within Korea itself has so much animosity towards BTS? Like, what could they have possibly done to draw all of this targeted hate, seemingly more than any other group, I imagine? You know what I mean? Like, what about them is so bad?
Well,
because, you know, maybe I'm ignorant, so looking from the outside, I'm like, they're people that make great music and want to spread a good message. Like, what's wrong with that? You know what I mean?
I'll tell you right now, okay? When you're the best, everyone's going to hate on you.
It's true. That's why they say it's lonely at the top.
It is lonely at the top, right? I would know. But no, so we know that they had this huge blacklisting and a bunch of issues in 2017 with Spring Day, right? I'm surprised it was actually covered in here because I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that's right. Spring Day incident would play into that. But
that's
this
the
is
government
before,
though.
too.
No, this is it. This is 2019.
Well, no, I'm saying that like all of this is like.
Oh yeah.
There's incidents before too, but I know that definitely played into it.
And what I assume is because the government already had that like distaste for them in their mouth, they're kind of just like, no, fuck them, just shove them under the rug, Yeah.
The big three companies on the TV station newspaper Big Hit wasn't a big three company.
That makes sense.
Okay, so basically,
it's like Elon Musk. Yeah, it's like Elon Musk, Google, and Mac. Amazon. Okay, Amazon. Well, yeah, isn't Google owned by Amazon now?
No.
Really?
No.
I thought they owned each other.
No. Google and YouTube are, they're all one entity.
Oh, okay.
They're separate. Yeah.
So like Google, Amazon, and
Disney.
Okay, yeah. Let's say
literally
like
Disney owns half the world.
If you're not in one of those three, you're just going to get shoved and pushed and thrown away. That's why YouTube does so well, is because YouTube's backed by Google, right? So a lot of YouTube stuff gets pushed on Google, okay? That's why, Marvel's doing really good. Disney picked that up, and they help each other out, okay? And it's just like, if you're not in the good boys club, you're going to get shoved under some stuff.
Yeah, I keep watching and find out why.
Okay.
Because they didn't listen to come from the big three company. Yeah, that makes sense because, like, it's usually when there's, like, the giants of whatever industry or whatever. If you're not part of them, then you're going to see so much hate because those giants have so much influence and power over everything else. Like, for example, an example of that here in America is all of the internet and radio, television, everything is owned by our cable companies, right? And so our cable companies basically have a monopoly on this, which means they get to charge us outrageous prices for shitty service, and there's nothing we can do about it because you have no other option.
And then you have the education industry and the oil industry.
Exactly.
So they can just ramp up prices even though there's no need for the price increase for things like cars.
Now that I think about it, my question was stupid. I know why. It's because they're fighting against corruption. That's exactly why. Because every single fucking group and government in this goddamn world is all corrupt as all hell and only care about themselves.
Don't get our notifications?
Yeah. Because we fight against corruption and YouTube's like, X-nay on the, freedom fighter shit.
I think we're the smallest reaction channel that does this.
Yeah.
Music critic Kim Young-dae and popular political commentator Kim Oh-jun recently discussed this issue.
그 뉴스의 크기에 비해서 국내 기사는 상대적으로 적다는 인상을 내가 항상 받았거든. BTS는 그 버금갈 정도의 현상을 지속적으로 만들었는데 거기에 비하자면 아주 수량이 좀 적다. 호들갑 떨기 그렇게 좋아하는 이 미디어들이 왜 이럴까? 궁금증이 평소에 있었거든. 연결되는 이야기예요. 기사들이 일단
BTS의 성공은 이제 어느 정도 보도가 돼요. 그러면 우리가 흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도되는 양이나 그 커버되는 범위를 보시면 확연히 차이가 납니다. 굉장히 좀 재밌는 부분이고 이번 그래미 같은 경우 어떻게 들어가냐면 주요 부문에서 등극에 실패했다라고 한다든지 여러 가지 이유 중에 이거 하나가 중요하다고 생각해요. 뭐냐면 BTS라는 이 현상, BTS의 미국에서의 성공, BTS의 세계적인 열풍 자체가 제도권의 시스템을 거치지 않았다는 거예요. 그래서 이 제도권을 점하고 있는 그 언론일 수도 있고 뭐 프로모터일 수도 있고 음반 회사일 수도 있죠. 이 사람들이 보기에 썩 납득이 가지 않고 유쾌하지도 않아요.
자기 힘이 입증이 안 되는 거지. 그렇게 되면.
그렇습니다.
점하고 있는 위치에서 자기 영향력이라는 게 있는데 이걸 다 거치지 않고 성공해 버렸으니까 자기 존재 이유가 없어지는 거 아니에요.
Yep.
그런 맥락에서는
We don't need you, so we're gonna need it. Yeah.
No,
That's so cool.
And that exactly, you know, my question earlier that I previously retracted because I realized it. It puts into perspective perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Because anytime in this world, whenever you choose to go against the grain, against what's commonly accepted, take the road less followed, right? Less traveled. You're going to deal with a lot more adversity.
Yeah.
You know, that is natural, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, us, instead of getting a regular job and, you know, just going through life retiring when we're 60, 70, 80, probably not even going to have a retirement by the time, you know, America, because, you know, but that's another story. We chose the road less traveled to become successful content creators and actually make a difference. And of course, on this path, will face a lot more adversity and hardships. You know, it's just a harder road to follow. Yeah, and we are 100% okay with that, as with BTS as being 100% okay with that. And they understood that perfectly. Yeah. But the problem is, it's not just the own personal struggles that come with it. It's the fact that when you go against the grain and there's other entities involved that are like, powerful entities involved, they're like, you're going against the grain. That's not okay with us because
it's not okay.
Yeah, that's kind of you know, you're not involving us in that. I can't make money off of it, so fuck you.
And it proves that they're, like you said, it proves that they're not needed to be successful on a global scale. And it's almost like these people are holding them back, keeping them within their own cages to be
because
controlled.
they want you to believe that you need them, so that way they can extort you, make money off of you. Yeah. You say it all the time. God, it's a common movie trope, you know. I mean, you see it all the time.
Yeah, it's very true.
You know, it's really popular in mafias. You know that
I
shit.
made you.
It's all mental manipulation. You know, like gaslighting, like to like make you believe.
We see that so often. And especially nowadays with like Spotify and YouTube, right? We see a lot of up and coming rappers, like our boy Dax, right? Dax, unsigned label, right? Or didn't sign to a label. So he's still coming up and he talks about that. He's like, I don't have a label. I don't want a label. I don't need a label, right? Because the label's going to hold him back. A label's going to tell him how to dress, how to rap, what to rap about, when to rap about it, all that stuff, right? He has the freedom to create currently, okay?
Okay, and we're running behind schedule,
sorry,
so we need to go. But yes.
December 2020. For the last few years, BTS has been the face of political discourse on the revisions of South Korea's mandatory military service, even though BTS and their company have not spoken about wanting postponement or exemptions, and have insisted that they will serve when called upon. In August 2018, all major South Korean entertainment companies held a meeting to discuss petitioning the government to revise the law to allow K-pop performers to be exempt from service, in addition to the top artists, musicians, and athletes that already qualify. Big Hit Entertainment was not...
So it makes sense if there's other exemptions for other stuff, like you're saying, like athletes and stars and stuff like that. So that makes a lot of sense. They're not asking for exclusion; they're asking for partaking in equality with other groups.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, but he's a famous athlete. That's the famous,
you
know, whatever.
We
it's
see
like,
all the time with like the Olympics and things like that.
Yeah,
and it's like, of course, like they need to focus on what they're focusing on.
Not among the agencies, but BTS was used as the leading example for this revision. On December 22, 2020, the Ministry of National Defense announced that a revision has been made, effective June 23, 2021, where popular culture artists can postpone their...
I see some people saying like, like Shizzy for president or run for president. So funny story about that really quick.
No, I would never become a politician.
Yeah. So funny story about this, right? So I had a manager once, and I would talk to him a lot. He was really cool, really down to earth. I would talk to him a lot, and one day he said to me, he was like, "Wow, you are really intellectual about like the world and things." And he's like, "Why don't you actually like seriously consider running for president or becoming a politician or something like that?" And I looked at him and I kind of laughed, and I was like, "Well, see, the problem with that is I actually want to make a difference in the world." That's all I need to say.
Yeah. Yep.
Enlistment until age 30, with the requirements that the individuals must have been recommended as recipients of the Order of Cultural Merit, one of the highest national honors given to artists in South Korea. In April 2021, 26 agencies, led by the Korean Music Content Association, filed a written objection against the revision, stating that the new law is both unrealistic and unfair. March 2021, BTS was nominated for the Best Duo Group Performance at the Grammys, which was announced during the online pre-show instead of the primetime ceremony, as it usually was in previous years. Unfortunately, they didn't take home the award, but what made fans even more upset was that the Grammys used BTS as ratings bait, teasing that BTS's performance would be quote-unquote up next, but were actually placed as the second to last performance during the 3.5-hour broadcast, and only...
Remember our video where we were talking about fuck the Grammys and stuff?
And then they fucked up their was it the AMAs that fucked up their sound and all that?
Yep. That's fire. I love this show. So talk your shit, Ziah, and that's the best response. It is. If you want to make a difference, don't go into politics. You'll just fall into the corruption and you'll change nothing.
You're just a figurehead for a bunch of rich people.
Yeah, exactly. If you actually want to make a difference in the world, join a group that's passionate about that, or become a content creator like we have done that can gather a mass of people that have like-minded interests and then actually go out there and make the difference, which is what we actively try to do. That's how you make a difference in this world.
Yeah.
Given the time to perform an abridged performance of their song. A former managing editor for the Grammy Awards website spoke out the next day about the Recording Academy and how it pushed back on featuring BTS. But BTS got the last laugh.
I don't want to read that. Sorry.
It's just it's racism in America. Nothing new.
Pushed back on featuring BTS.
So fucked up.
But BTS got the last laugh. A live stream of the band celebrating after the event has so far garnered more than 13 million views, compared to the 8.8 million viewers who tuned into the Grammys. March 2021.
Let's go.
Topps released the Garbage Pail Kids Shammy Awards illustration and cards. Unlike the other artists who were featured, BTS was depicted as being brutalized and beaten up by a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole. This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied. In February 2021, a German radio station host made racist remarks about BTS, comparing them to COVID-19, and voiced his hopes that there will be a vaccine against BTS.
So I know I said stuff about death threats and everything, so I'm not going to say what I want to say. So I'll say this instead, because this is more tame. Whoever this person is, I don't know who you are. Don't want to know who you are, because I do know who you are. Pause. Literally, just go fuck yourself. This is one of the most fucked up shit. Like, what type of ignorant, blatant racism...
Do you understand that they just promote a positive fucking message?
Yeah.
Do we not understand that? Can you
also,
not just take
DK, thank you for the $10. Appreciate it.
fucking
so much.
minutes out of your goddamn day to do some research or listen to one of their songs, or just look at them, and understand they're promoting a positive message for people all around the world. My universe, literally about encompassing more and more people, not being silenced, and then being like, "Oh, this is a fucking virus."
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I hope you get everything.
Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry.
You deserve.
Yeah.
Anything that comes to you from this, you 100% deserve it, and probably worse. I'm not going to say much more because that'd make me no better than the scumbag that you are.
I'll be no better than that. You can go fuck yourself, okay? Right? I'm going to show you this, okay? So you take a fucking, you're going to take a chair, you're going to turn it upside down, you're going to jump up, you're going to take that fucking, the leg of the chair up your asshole, okay? Now when it rips and causes internal bleeding, don't go to the hospital, sit there and die.
BTS soon. He openly cursed at them for covering a Coldplay song and said that BTS deserves a 20-year vacation in North Korea. Halsey, Max, Lauv, Steve Aoki, and more artists slammed the radio station's racism and xenophobia.
Let's fucking go.
The host and station maintains that it was just a joke and that folks are too
It's not a joke. Go fuck yourself.
sensitive. During Zach Sang's show, a member named Liam from a boy band called Forever in Your Mind made these comments.
I agree that they're a boy band, but at the same time, it's like I feel like it's like a different, like they belong in a different genre on their own, because I feel like there still needs to be like a European or an American boy band to be at the top, and I think BTS can just live in their own. They're BTS.
Okay.
They don't.
And Yugi, thank you so much. Really appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you.
Sorry, I was a little pissed off there.
Yeah, no, we're.
You guys ever seen Obama's anger management? That's literally us.
Oh, his
right?
angry translator.
Yeah. Angry translator.
So if you guys don't know, I'm usually the one that tries to keep it more like civilized and tame.
With a car, fuck a chair.
Yeah, and tries to do that and keep things more legal. And Shizzy's like my angry translator, so all the things I want to say, he can translate for me because we're basically the same person.
Yeah. All right, we got 3
You
minutes.
know what I mean?
Nah, but they're like
I don't
their
think
fan
that they're
base
gonna.
is so crazy. It's dude, and it's global.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. They're really good.
I like them. They're good dancers.
I can't get behind it. I don't understand what they're saying.
I got it.
And
I got
just.
I don't even know what to call them, boys or girls, because I don't know what they are. Look at these people. Look at this one.
Okay, let me introduce you to something. It's called gods. Keep going.
I don't know which one he is. Look at those highlights. Those chunky Tony and Guy mall salon highlights.
Who the fuck?
Does she think she is? You know, she's just mad because no.
Bitch, I know you ain't coming in here with that nappy ass fucking hair, them fucking Dollar Tree fucking earrings. What the fuck is this? Is this Loop Central?
She
You
is
get a
just
hula
mad.
hoop? Oh,
I don't promote this, but
I do.
I'm in a mood.
This.
She's just mad because Jimin over here looking like a whole goddamn full course
She lost
meal.
her fucking boyfriend, her husband, her future
And she
husband.
over here looking like you found her in the goddamn back of Walmart trash can, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
I know
my voice.
goddamn good and well those lips aren't real, okay? You got fucking injections. You're just mad because he got them juicy ass lips.
You're just
ready
jealous
for some kiss
of our boy. That's our fucking boy. You know he's beautiful. He is infinitely, like, you can't even quantify
He's
the
just
number
mad.
more
She's just
attractive.
mad. Jealousy. Remember,
Yeah,
jealousy is the seed of hate.
Jealousy, yeah.
I'm jealous you could be that close to his face.
Tony and Guy mall salon highlights. And the contact lenses. You are an Asian man. You don't need to look like a
Oh, so now you know he's a man. Shut the fuck up.
girl named Ashley.
When I first heard something.
You look like a girl named Ashley.
You are a
Fucking
girl named
shit,
Ashley.
man. You look like Ashley with 2 Z's. Fuck me, man. I'm pissing me off. I fucking hate.
We're gonna have to watch BTS Funky Months to ask myself. No joke, my face is red from anger.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
thank you so much for the donation.
Yeah.
Oh, this motherfucking.
I'm hyped.
This reminds me.
We
of,
can find her, right? Who the fuck is this? Can we
You know
go
what this
kill her?
reminds me of? This reminds me of that one stupid, other stupid, basic white racist bitch that was all in the news. Her name like Lori or Lauren or something like
Lauren.
that.
Karen. I have no idea. Who are you talking about?
I don't know. It was.
This reminds me of somebody I used to work with.
Yeah, it was something to do with like the whole Black Lives Matter thing and
Oh,
stuff,
I'm
and
sure.
she was just blatantly racist all up on the news and stuff.
Classic.
She voted for Trump. Yeah, she did vote for Trump. Stupid ass motherfucker. I swear to God. It still cuts it off if it's too.
You know
long.
what?
Fix that.
Still bought the poster though. Hey, support the boys. Hey. We can keep playing.
Barbie doll looking ass basic.
You're an Asian man. You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
You're a basic bitch. You can shut the fuck up at any moment.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in.
She looks like she takes anal on the first date. She's like, actually, I'm a virgin. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I can't.
You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
I don't know. I think they look very nice.
That is not what you were saying during the break!
How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
All right,
I hate
fuck,
H3.
Yeah.
I've always hated him.
Fuck this guy, okay? I know a lot of people follow him for like political, and like he like goes on these like great crusades of being like going against Steven Crowder. Go fuck yourself. If you're supposed to be like this, emblem of wokeness, and that's what you're gonna fucking say, like this is just blatant racism and shit.
Fair Piper says she's gonna go bash some Healy Trails and Genshin. Hey, shout out to you. Hell yeah.
Hey.
I was doing that
where all
earlier.
these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys.
So I can jerk off to whatever I want.
A senior editor from The Economist said, "Please no," after BTS was announced as speakers at the 75th UN General Assembly. She quickly tried to backtrack, claiming it was a joke. This led to Stephen Pollard, a British journalist, to tweet this, and Anne Hegarty.
I know this motherfucking egg-ass looking bitch over here ain't talking that bullshit.
I know this motherfucker was in, like, he's probably in the cabinet during World War II. Look at this motherfucker. His name's Stephen Pollard.
Stephen Pollard. Like, I have seen you in the goddamn grocery store before.
Look at
this.
Look at this shit. Just look at this shit, okay? These are blue check marks. Everyone puts so much importance on these blue check marks, right? Oh, you're important now. Oh, you have worth. Oh, you have value, right? And then here they are. Blatant racism. And then backstepping. And then being like, oh, you should remember Twitter is not real life. Then why is she getting offended? Why does it matter? Okay,
Yeah.
If it's not real life, if people keep saying
if it didn't
don't care,
matter,
don't care,
if you're
then why
gonna
are
be
you caring?
hypocritical about this shit? Don't post it in the first place. You know what I mean? If it truly didn't matter, like literally you coming out and saying it doesn't matter, all that's doing is proving how fucking idiotic you are.
Yeah.
Because you're being a complete fucking
Yeah.
hypocrite. Armies dragged the fuck out into it. Good. Keep doing it.
A television personality responding with, "All this about a little Korean boy band that's fundamentally not important?"
Bitch, you're not fucking important. Who the fuck are you? Never heard of Anne Hegarty. You sound like a fucking cough syrup. Shut the fuck up.
So when BTS was named Entertainer of the Year by Time magazine soon after, RM said, "We're not sure if we've actually earned respect, but one thing is for sure is that people feel like, okay, this is not just some kind of syndrome or phenomenon. These little boys from Korea are doing this." BTS have always been outspoken about the injustice of racial discrimination.
Yeah.
In the summer of 2020, they used their platform and proudly announced their support for Black Lives Matter and donated $1 million to the organization. With the recent...
Not even in their own fucking country.
I love how you guys are laughing at the concert. I'm sorry. I have a limit. I try to be like the more tame one, you know, but like I have a limit. And Shizzy knows the reason why I try to be so tame is because
this man is set. Okay. You guys think what I'm saying is bad, right? He would go on a literal murdering spree, okay? Where he would like dissect these people and break down each and every possible wrong they've done in their life and wrong they currently have in their bodies. Okay, I'm being nice. I'm like the pillow. Okay, he's the fucking sledgehammer. Sometimes you get hit with a pillow, it hurts. When you get hit with a sledgehammer, 90% of the time, it fucking kills you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I really try to contain that because I can be very, 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 very savage and ruthless to
you know,
people.
like the bark is bad, but bark is worse than the bite.
Yeah.
No, the bite. His bite is.
rise and visibility of atrocities against Asians, BTS released a statement on their Twitter standing in solidarity once again. These are just a few of the countless examples of mistreatment, racism, and xenophobia that BTS has been encountering around the world throughout their storied career. It will more than likely be a continued uphill battle.
Yeah.
As artists of color who are constantly breaking records and barriers, Amassing fans and growing in popularity around the globe, hostility and jealousy will come easily from those not afforded the luxury of such a strong and dedicated fan base.
Yep.
As fans who are cognizant of their journey and understand that their popularity comes from their sincerity and talent, armies have a tendency to be protective, and sometimes overly so. If only because of the awareness of what BTS and ARMY are up against when fighting for fair representation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You guys said I'm here for. No, see, the thing is about that is like, I would get us canceled so fast if I always just fully unleash, which is why I hold it back, because you still have to.
And I'm sure we'll get a lot of backlash for people being like, "Oh, you guys are just as bad as the haters." No, I'm gonna clip this right, and I'm just gonna be like, tag this into it. You can go fuck yourself too, okay? But the problem is like Ziah is a really, really deeply intelligent person, right? So it's not like, and very analytical too. So it's not like he'll just be like, "Oh, go yourself." No, he'll be like, "All right, I'm gonna give you exact directions," and he's gonna do it in the sexiest voice possible. So you're gonna be turned on, confused, and like, "Wait, why am I doing this? Why am I driving to the? Why do I have all this stuff in my trunk? Why am I driving to the end of this road? Why am I doing all this?" Okay, it's lyrical destruction. I'll leave it like that. It's like getting hit by a meteor.
I think the problem was I studied so much psychology, so it consequently gave me the tools to be able to be like, oh, I can dissect a person if I need to now.
100%.
Yeah, it's bad. So I don't try to abuse that power.
Whereas
all
I'll
of the
just
feelings you
skim.
might explode. Yeah, I mean, that's why I kind of respect it. But
Don't bottle up your feelings. Absolutely. Okay, you understand that we still need to like. I'm just kidding. You can always talk to me if you want.
Yeah.
Not in old English though. That hurts me. How we doing?
Dinner will be closer to 8. Okay, cool.
Cool. Oh shit. Wait, guys, we gotta wrap up. Okay. Sorry, it's our sister's. His sister's birthday.
Not sisters.
Oh,
Vic.
sister.
Vic is early. Ayana and I'll say are later in the month.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is for Vic's birthday. Okay, so it's Vic's birthday. Everybody knows Vic. She's in chat.
My girlfriend.
Okay. So it is her birthday Friday, so they're celebrating it tonight. So we're gonna wrap up real quick, okay? And we're
people
gonna
don't respect. They don't deserve our respect. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get chat. Oh, we'll do outro.
Yeah, we'll leave chat here.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready? So as we can see, they have climbed an absolute mountain of BS, hate, discrimination.
Mount Everest couldn't compare.
Yeah. And it's just an iceberg, right? So everything they showed will have thousands and millions of comments and other bad things behind it. So we just want to say thank you BTS for continuing through this. Thank you ARMY for supporting them through this all over the years. It's just amazing to see what they've overcome. Honestly, inspiring.
Yeah, it is. And as you can tell throughout the interaction, there was times where we got a little heated, and we try to keep cool, but sometimes you can't. And
I'm gonna get the gat.
I mean what I said to the people out there that really did do something so evil and say those evil things like about his grandma and like the blatant racism comments. Like honestly, like literally, yes, go fuck yourself.
And all those people who had a platform.
Yeah,
and
all those
use
people
that
had a
platform
platform and used it to spread hate. Literally, go fuck yourself. You're the worst type of human, and I hope you recognize that. And you just deserve every negative thing that comes to you from this point on. But that's all I'll say about that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate you sticking through to the end. Everyone here in the live, thank you guys so much. You guys can see that they're all here. We are gonna get out of here now. So thank you so much, and we will see you
in the next one. When I fucking kill him, just kidding.
Happy birthday to her. Thank you guys. I'll tell her she's happy birthday. I don't know if she's in chat right now and everything. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing up for this. Yeah.
You got a face?
I was a fucking angry face.
Yeah. I got one for you. What the fuck said, bitch?
I think I'm just gonna do like the dad, like very disappointed look, just just like. Was that good, or does it need to be more?
That was so Stone Cold Killer.
Stone Cold Killer. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I feel disappointed over here.
I feel disappointed.
Okay, we're gonna do the boy.
Yeah, I like that. Cool. Expressive.
Yeah. Cool. How's those guys look?
Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
We love you guys. Thank you guys so much.
So
Thank you, everybody who was here for this.
Yep.
This was obviously a crazier video, and I'm going to need a couple minutes to calm down. But we appreciate and love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. Okay? Purple hugs to you guys.
Yep. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, it's the thumb and the finger like that.
Thumb and the finger?
Yeah, you make the
like
see the little heart?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
It's
I
like
do
the
it
little
right?
bunny ears.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you guys. I'm
We
gonna
love you guys.
I got an stream over here.
Bye.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Don't worry, it'll be posted on YouTube
Yeah,
as soon
yeah,
as
we're
this
gonna
goes
post it right
out,
now.
so you can watch